Joined live from Kabul in Afghanistan by Fahim Sadat, who's a political analyst. Mr. Sadat, thank you for joining me today here on A News. Could you please update us on the latest situation following this bomb attack?
According to the local people and other resources, there were 3 explosions. The first, basically a car bomb blast, and 2 others were explosive devices or IEDs, which were already planted there. And also, according to the local people, there was a gap of 2 to 3 minutes between each explosion that has happened yesterday.
So this looks like a very coordinated attack. I assume that the later explosions were aimed to catch people as maybe they were fleeing from the scene. Is that how it seems to you?
Yes. Looking at the casualty, more than 50 people have been killed, and more than 100 people have been injured. And I believe the death toll is likely to rise. So it is a huge blast and it's a huge attack.
Do we have any idea who is behind this attack?
Well, apparently the president of Afghanistan, Mr. Ashraf Ghani, has accused the Taliban for conducting this attack, and the Taliban have outrightly rejected it, and they have also called for a transparent investigation of the attack that has happened. So that means when the Taliban are on a denial, which adds to the complexity of the situation. Now, one other group that comes to everyone's mind is the Daesh terrorist group, who might be behind this attack, which they also have not claimed yet, which means that the number of actors are more in Afghanistan, and there's a diverse network of groups who have the ability and capability to threaten peace and stability, and as well as the state in Afghanistan.
To what extent do you think that the recent increase, as I understand it, in attacks in Afghanistan are the result of the US decision to withdraw troops from the region?
Basically, I believe the Taliban are in an unannounced spring offensive to check or assess the capability of the Afghan government in a situation where the foreign troops are withdrawing. They are on the rise. They have enlarged and increased their attacks everywhere to basically assess the situation. That what is the capacity of the Afghan government absent foreign troops prominent support.
In recent, as I said, the number of attacks seem to have been increasing. With just the last few days, a dam being taken in the Kandahar district, I believe, of Afghanistan by the Taliban, as well as attacks on journalists and other media workers. Do you think that the Taliban now feel that they have a free hand, that the US withdrawal is giving them an impetus to stake their claim stronger in Afghanistan?
The Taliban were somehow on a crossroad when the Americans did not abide by the May 1 deadline. And they told everyone quite a number of times that we will have to resume hostilities on the foreign troops and as well as on the Afghan government if the May 1 deadline is missed. And apparently now the deadline is 11 September, which is missed. So the Taliban are sort of, they believe that the ball is at the court of the US. And this is one part of the issue. The second thing, as I said before, that the absence of a U.S. prominent support to the Afghan government, particularly air support and other logistical support to the Afghan military, the Taliban have increased their attacks in order to assist the capacity of the Afghan government in the battlefield. To what extent the Afghan government is able to keep the Taliban at bay by their own. So the current rise in attacks and in the conflict is a result of the sort of assessment of the Taliban of the government's capability.
Well, let's hope we don't see any more attacks in the coming days. Fahim Sadat, thank you so much for joining me today on A News. Thank you.
Welcome.